Hey guys, thank you guys for tuning in to Hidden Recipes with Lala. I told you guys yesterday that we were going to make a homemade chicken pot pie. Well, I've started a little bit, so let's start with the basics, the inside of the chicken pot pie. What I've done is I cut up some potatoes right here, fresh potatoes, and I've got some butter in a pan, just some cube butter. I'm going to turn that on, and we're going to cook these potatoes. Let that butter melt. I've got some peas here, some corn, some green beans, and I boiled a whole chicken, and what I did is I've already took the meat off the bone and just shredded it up the best I could. And in here, I've got 2 onions, and I've got some of these mini peppers, because remember, I like it spicy. Bang! And so, as soon as that butter heats up, I'm gonna cook these potatoes in that butter. We'll add a little salt and pepper. We'll add the rest of these vegetables. And then I'll make a cream sauce to put in our chicken pot pie. I've already made my crust, which is right here. And all I did is I took 4 cups of flour, I cubed up some butter, and added a little water, and just kind of flaked it. It took me forever too. Kind of flaked it with the fork. Then I kind of kneaded it and rolled it into these balls, stuck it in the refrigerator. It's cool. But we'll just set these out right here. And I have my pie crust bowl right here. Yeah, kind of heavy because, you know, lots of butter in there. So we want to get this to cooking. Get these potatoes in there. Just to get them cooked and soften them up, because you don't want them to hear that butter sizzling right there. I'm gonna go ahead and add these potatoes. Mix them up in that butter. We just want to get them soft. Get a good flavor on them, so when I put them in that chicken pot pie, oh, it's gonna be so good. Put this over here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little salt and pepper to that. Not too much salt, because I do use salted butter. A little dab there. Where's my pepper? I should have kind of prepared, but oh, there she is. Some pepper. And I'm being real generous with the pepper, because remember, we're going to have lots of other vegetables going in here. We're going to have, you know, the corn, the green beans, and the peas going in here. So you want to make sure that all of that has it, and then I'll make my cream sauce. I'm just going to put a generous amount of pepper in there, because it'll cook. It won't be so much when I add those other. We're just gonna let those cook. And those will take about maybe 10-15 minutes. So we'll take a little short break, and we'll come back after these potatoes are cooked, and we'll start mixing everything together. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for tuning back in to Hidden Recipes with Lala. What we had left, I was pan-searing these potatoes right here, and if you can look, they've browned pretty much. They look good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add my green beans. And I like to use the shredded green beans. I'm just going to put those in there, like so. I'm going to go ahead and add my corn. I'm going to put that in there. I'll just get those back there. I'm going to go ahead and start mixing that up. And this is going to be my fill-in for my pot pie. That's a lot. And then I'll fold in the peas in a minute. So now what I want to do is this mixture over here is I want to add some of this to it. And all that is just onions and those little peppers, and I just minced them up, well, really purified them in my bullet. Love that thing. I'll mix it up. Mix it all up. Oh, and it smells. Smell it, Chunky. It smells amazing. So now what I'm going to do, when I boiled my chicken, I saved my broth right here. I'm going to end up adding some of that broth, but I'm going to go ahead and put some cream in here now, some heavy whipping cream. Move, Manny. Move out of the way.
For a minute. Dog cam. It's my doggy.
Okay, so I got some heavy whipping cream. I'm going to add some of that in there. mix it in. I'm gonna turn the heat down a little bit. Oh man, that looks good. It's gonna be the inside of our Popeye, chicken Popeye. It looks good. And I'm gonna stick my finger, because I like to taste my stuff. Make sure it tastes good. And man, that tastes great. That's all I needed that, because we're gonna let it cook, and I'm gonna add a little chicken broth to it too, let it thicken up a little bit. Don't want a dry Popeye, that's what we don't want. So while that cooks a little bit more of this heavy whipping cream. Come on, come on. There it is. And then I feel like it needs some salt, a little bit more salt. So about that right there. I'm add a little bit more salt. And really the salt is just to your guys' taste, however much salt you like. Simmer and cook a little bit. Taste it. Oh, tastes great. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add some peas, because I like peas. I just like to add them last because I don't like to get them smushed. And that's really the base of the mix of my homemade chicken pot pie. That's enough peas right there. And then look, I'm gonna go ahead and add all this chicken. Chicken in there. We're just gonna mix that up. I see that my mom is calling me now. We're gonna get that all mixed in there. I have to add, see how it just thickens up. The chicken takes a lot of that moisture, so that's when this chicken broth is gonna come in that I have right there. I'm just gonna take this right here, I'm just gonna scoop some out. And add my chicken broth. All of my chicken in. Just gonna add some. Alright, so now that this is cooking, I can go ahead and roll my dough because it's really pretty much done. It'll thicken up more when it's in the pastry shell that I've made, the pie crust. Doesn't that look amazing?
Yep.
All right. Let's hope these are a little chilled, or I can roll them. Let me move this stuff out of my way. I'm gonna wipe down my counter one more time. All right, I've already preheated my oven to 425. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some flour down. All right, so I've already preheated my oven, like I said, to 425. Got my dough here. It's a little harder than I'd like it. I probably should have took it a little bit earlier. So.
Do you need these?
No, but we don't have to throw them away. I can freeze them. So I have my roller out here, and I am going to roll this out. And remember, nothing has to be perfect. You just want it to taste good. I've never been good at making round like tortillas. I can cook them, but as for them being round, that doesn't work out. And I don't like this little split that I have here, so I'm kind of mend that. And I'm gonna go here. Thank you guys for subscribing. I appreciate each and every one of you. All right, so we're gonna say this is my bottom pie crust. Let's see if I can get this up. I probably should have rolled this, guys, on some kind of wax paper, but I didn't. Just gonna transfer it in my bowl right here. Hopefully it's gonna work with me. Get in there. All right, it's not too bad. I'm gonna press it to the pan. I want it down in there really, really, really good. And like here, don't worry about that because we can add. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm just gonna cut all this off. Cut all this off.
What do you do with that?
Oh, it's dough. I might need it for my top. part, so I'll just add it to the other ball and roll it. I see I'm missing a spot right here, so you know what I'm doing? Watch this. I'm just gonna add a piece. Missing a little piece right there. We're gonna make it look perfect. Might not have rolled it out perfect, but look, bam! All right, so I'm just gonna make some little I probably should have did that when I added my top piece on, but I'm not. I'll do it right now. When I add my top piece on, I'll begin. I'm gonna have a nice big little, I want it to stick real good. I feel like butter starting to loosen up, which is great. And then, get it? All right, we got pie crust. And over here, we have pie filling. So, looks good. Homemade chicken pot pie.
Now you're putting it in there?
So now I'm gonna add this to this wonderful pie shell in a second. What I'm gonna do is make my top so that it's not sitting in there making my pie crust soggy. So I wanna go ahead and roll my top piece so then when I transfer that, I can put it in the oven.
Manny,
So,
go.
I'm gonna roll this other dough out. We can take a short break and I'll show you guys when I put it all together. I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, thank you guys for tuning back in to Hidden Secrets with Lala. I have my the middle of my chicken pot pie right here. The only thing I need to add to that now is some cheese. And this is just some sharp cheddar cheese that I'm adding to that. Let me throw that away. Go ahead and just mix it in there. Oh, no. All right, it's good enough. It's all gonna bake together in there. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transfer some of this into the pie shell that I've already done. Ooh, stay on there. I don't know that I'll be able to hold this. Like I said, I'm working on getting my strength back. So we're gonna put this in to the chicken pot pie.
Why not just set that to the side and just scoop it through?
Because I don't want it to trip over my here, look, we're gonna cheese, we're just gonna pour. Oh yeah, baby. There it is, that's enough. Watch it. So this is the
What's
inner.
that for?
I'll make another one. I'm just making one round for it to show the people. There's the inner of it. And I've rolled out this pie crust right here. I put a hole in it, I kind of like it to breathe. Let's see if I can pick it up successfully and get it on my pie crust. Let me move some of this stuff back. Let's wake it up here. Wake it up. Wake up. Look at that. Looks like the center to me. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna cut all this excess off. Make smaller, and now I just want to continue to kind of seal it so it tries not to bubble out. Sorry, excuse my phone. I'm just gonna pinch it all the way around. Try and be quick here. Try and seal it, like I said, so that it doesn't seep out. How you guys think that look? All right. Yeah, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank Sensei Chunky for filming me and getting me to do this. It's kind of fun, actually. All right. Look at that, guys. Homemade chicken pot pie. Now let's get that in the oven, and then I'll show you guys the finished product. 425. We're gonna put it, I'm gonna put it on this middle shelf. And we'll let it do what it do. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll show you that finished product in a little bit.